For today's class, we're just going to need a resistance band. We're going to start with it so you can thread it up your legs, place it above your knees, just on the lower part of the thighs. Foot bar is going to be up, headrest is going to be up. Springs I'm on are 2 reds and a blue, so 2 mediums and 1 light. And we'll start with some single leg footwork today, so lie down on your back. Bring your hands down by your sides. Bring both of your heels onto the foot bar parallel, about hips distance apart. And then take your right knee, bring it up to tabletop. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Inhale, prepare. And as you exhale, press through your left heel, push the carriage all the way out, already stretching that band. As you come back in, reach the right leg straight out over the foot bar. Exhale, press out, come to tabletop. And inhale, come in, reach over the foot bar. Let's do 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Pressing out on 1, hold. We're going to start to thread the needle. So as you come in, reach the right leg under the foot bar. Press out, bring it in towards your chest. Come in, reach over the foot bar. Press out, come into your chest. So we'll thread the needle. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Press all the way out. Bring that right heel onto the foot bar, flexing the toes. Bring the left knee up to tabletop. And we'll start with our single leg footwork on the other side. Come in, reach the left leg over the foot bar. Exhale, press out, come to tabletop. Here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, press all the way out, hold. We'll start to thread the needle, so as you come in, reach the left leg under the foot bar, reach it straight. Press out, pull that knee to your chest. Come in, reach over the foot bar. Press out, bring me to chest. And again, we'll be here for 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one, press all the way out. Bring both heels onto the foot bar and come heels together, toes apart. Find your Pilates V. From here, we're gonna go double leg. Bend your knees, come in. Stretch the outer thighs into the band. Exhale, press out, inner thighs come together. Spine is neutral. Arms reaching long down the carriage. Last position on heels here, then we'll switch to toes. Another 4, 3, 2. Last one. Press all the way out. Come halfway in, pause. You're in a squat or you're sitting in a chair. Outer thighs are going to pulse into the band for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that band stretched out and then pulse the carriage 1 inch up, 1 inch down. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Tiny movements. Keep the back of the tailbone connected to the mat. Keep the outer thighs pressing out into the band. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press all the way out, straight legs, bend your knees, come home. Come down to your toes and step your feet out wide to the far corners of the foot bar. Band is stretched. Lift the heels up, inhale, prepare. Exhale, press through all 10 toes, finding straight legs, and bend your knees, bring it right back in. Press out, and come right back in. This will be our last footwork position. Then we're going to move on. We'll continue using the band to warm up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, pressing out on 1, bend your knees, come halfway in, and same thing, we're gonna have the outer thighs pulse into the band. Little out, little out, little out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, pulse the carriage, 1 inch up, 1 inch down, tiny up, tiny down. Keep the outer thighs pressing into the band. Spine is neutral. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Hold it on 1, and then from here, without moving the reformer, try to lower your heels and lift your heels. Lower your heels and lift your heels. So we're holding the carriage halfway out. We've got the outer thighs opening into the band, and we're articulating now through the ankles. Another 4, 3, 2. Last one, lift the heels up, press the legs out to straight, and bend your knees, come in. Let's walk your feet to the center of the foot bar. We're gonna continue using the band, but you're gonna slide it down your legs and bring it around your ankles or just above your ankles. Bring your knees to tabletop and hold on to the backs of your shoulder blocks, elbows wide. Keep that band in place by keeping a constant pressure out on it. And we're gonna inhale, tilt the knees over to the right, spinal twist, exhale, come up to center. Inhale, rock over to the left. Exhale, come up to center. Side to side. Warming up the core and getting some movement into the spine. Option to straighten your legs as you go through this tick-tock. Keep them straight, inhaling over to the left. Exhale, come up through center. As you come up through center, try to open into that band a little bit more. Let's get one more into each side. So we've got one to the right. Exhale up through center, one to the left. Exhale up through center. And then bend your knees, bring your feet to the foot bar. We're gonna keep going with this band. Slide it down onto your feet. It's gonna come right over the arches of your feet. Bring your knees back to tabletop. Either bring your hands down by your side or come up into a chest curl and bring your hands behind your head. Keep your toes flexed. Send one leg straight out in front of you, pressing into the band. And then bring that knee into your chest and switch. So we'll go for our single leg stretch. If you're in a chest curl, imprint that lower back. And using this band, you want one knee pulling into your chest and the opposite foot pressing away. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Bring your knees to tabletop, pause. Lower your head, neck, shoulders down. We're gonna get into some chest curls. Exhale, head, neck, shoulders float up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, we curl. Inhale, lower down. Let's do 6 more. Last 5. Final 4. Last 3. 2. Come up to that chest curl on 1. Pause. Reach your arms long by your side body, letting them hover off the mat. From here, we're going to twist side to side, reaching right hand towards right side of the foot bar, and then left hand towards left side of the foot bar, back and forth. Side bending, and starting to turn on the obliques. Keep tabletop. Keep that band in place around your feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head, neck, shoulders down, feet stay in tabletop. Reach your legs straight out, point your toes, lift the legs high, flex your toes, lower the legs down, point and lift, flex and lower. Little bit of pressure into the band. Straighten your legs as best you can. Try not to let your back arch away from the reformer. Let's do 3, 2, last one. Bend your knees, feet find the foot bar, and we'll readjust. Lower your headrest if you have it up. Last thing with the band for now, you're going to take it and slide it back up your legs around the lower part of your thighs. Bring the arches of your feet to the foot bar, hands come down on your reformer. Inhale through your nose, and on your exhale, we're going to bridge, tucking your tailbone towards your hips, rolling your hips up towards your ribs, and finding that bridge. Reversing it to come down, upper back, middle, low, and tailbone uncurls at the bottom. Let's do 2 more like that, curl it up. Holding the bridge for a moment at the top, and reversing to roll down. Keep that carriage home, last one. And let's hold this bridge here at the top. Gently open your knees into the band, just slightly, and let your hips lower halfway down and lift. Lower halfway down and lift. We're going to be here for 6, 5, back is flat, 4, 3, 2, on your last one, hold that bridge at the top. Bring one knee up to tabletop and pause. From here, let's pulse the hips to the ceiling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place that foot down, go to the opposite leg. Pulse the hips up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot goes down and roll your spine back down to the mat. Bring both of your heels onto the foot bar. We'll stay parallel, hips distance apart. And roll your hips up into bridge. Tailbone stays tucked underneath your hips. Bring one knee to tabletop, pause. With that knee in tabletop, I want you to open both knees into the band. So we externally rotate and then come back to center. Open into the band and come back to center. Keep it controlled. We're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it open on 1 and pulse the hips to the ceiling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it to center. Heel goes down. Keep the bridge. Opposite knee finds tabletop, and we open into the band. Both knees open, come back to center. Open, back to center. So we have 6 more here. Working the outer thighs and glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it open on 1. Pulse the hips to the ceiling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it to center. Heel finds the foot bar and roll all the way down. Take the band off of your legs. You can toss it down on the floor next to you. Make your way up to seated. And we're going to change our springs. We're going to switch to one blue spring or one light spring. And we'll come to kneeling facing the side. You can also come to seated if that's better, but we want to be facing one side of the reformer. We're going to take our closest hand into the closest short loop. Relax your shoulders, roll them down your back, and lift both arms up in front of your chest, finding a rounded position. And then we'll connect all 10 fingertips. Inhale, let yourself twist towards the risers. Exhale, twist towards your foot bar. Inhale to the risers. Exhale to the foot bar. Try to keep your shoulders level. Hold your arms in front of your chest like you have them wrapped around a beach ball. Last 4 here. Last 3, we do want to feel this in the obliques as well as the arms. Last 2. Last 1. Find that rotation towards the foot bar and pause. We're going to untwist now just halfway, so you find center, and then exhale right back to the foot bar. Inhale halfway to center. Exhale to foot bar. Here for 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1, and undo it. Relax your arms, roll out your shoulders. Pass that short loop over to your opposite hand. Your free hand can come to your hip. Again, relax your shoulders, keep them level. And we're gonna draw a sword here. If you wanna start with a half draw a sword, you can start with a half and then reach right back across to your opposite hip. So maybe half draw a sword to begin and right back across your body. If you can go all the way up, go for that full draw sword. And slowly come back in to your opposite hip. Big pull out, slow, controlled on the way in. Last 4. Last 3. Final 2. 1 more here. And then relax that arm. So we're gonna adjust for our last exercise here. I want you to bring that same hand that's already holding the strap into the longer strap. Bring your free hand onto the front shoulder block and bring both of your knees together a little bit further down the reformer. Keeping that hand on the shoulder block, we find a bit of a side bend position with your chest open towards the side. Take your strap arm, lift it up to the ceiling, and flip your palm up to the ceiling. Let your eyes follow your hand, so look up at your hand. From here, we're gonna do a tricep extension, so I want you to exhale, press that strap arm straight up to the ceiling, and then bend the elbow back. Exhale, press, and bend. We're here for 6, 5, last 4, final 3. Try not to let your bottom shoulder touch your ear. 2. Last 1, bend the elbow, circle that arm down in front of your body and have a seat down on your heels. You can hang that strap up onto your peg. And let's turn around and do it on the other side. So come back to kneeling, or if you're in your seated position, that is okay too. Face the opposite direction and come to about the center of your reformer. Take your hand into the short loop closest to you. Relax your shoulders, lift both arms up in front of your chest, connect all 10 fingertips. You're holding a beach ball. Inhale, twisting towards your riser. Exhale, twist towards your foot bar. Inhale to the riser. Exhale to the foot bar. Ring out the obliques. Keep the shoulders level as you twist. That will help you get more into the obliques. 4. Final 3. Full range for 2. On the last one, find that twist to the foot bar, pause. We're gonna take it halfway. So I want you to untwist just halfway, finding center. Exhale, back to the foot bar. To center, and back to the foot bar. So your strap arm should definitely feel this too. Final 5, especially because we just worked it with the tricep work and the draw sword. Last 2. And 1. Untwist and let it go. Pass that short loop over to your opposite hand. Take your free hand now to your hip. So we'll draw a sword right away. If you want to go half draw a sword, that is fine. Reaching across the hip. And then draw a sword up on that diagonal line. Punching up, keep the wrist strong if you're going for the full draw a sword. We'll be here for 5, 4, last 3, final 2. Good, last one. Punching all the way out to that high diagonal. Come all the way back in, and then hold that strap in the long loop instead. Bring your free hand onto the nearest shoulder block and slide your knees together a little further down the reformer. Finding your side bend position, lift your hips and open your chest to the side. Reach your strap arm up to the ceiling, keeping it bent. Flip your palm up to face the ceiling and let your eyes look up at that hand. Inhale. And on your exhale, press that arm straight to the sky. Then bend the elbow back. Tricep extension, press to the sky. And bend. Here for 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Bend the elbow, circle it slowly down in front of your body, have a seat down on your heels, and hang that strap up onto the pegs. So from here, we're gonna do a few things. First thing we're gonna do is lower the foot bar down and out of the way. We'll stay on 1 blue spring or 1 light spring. If your reformer has removable shoulder blocks, I'm gonna say remove them for this exercise, but you don't have to if yours don't come out. So get them out of the way if you can. And then have a seat on your reformer facing towards where your shoulder blocks just were. Scoot your hips as close to the shoulder blocks or the shoulder block positioning. Scooch them as close as you can. Reach in front of you, grab your short loops, we'll put them into our hands, and then allow yourself to roll all the way down onto your back. So if you have your shoulder blocks in, your hip should be right up against those shoulder blocks, and if you don't have them in, you have a little bit more space to get down the reformer. Let your head relax down for a moment, pull your knees into your chest. Stretch your arms out long in front of you, let them hover off of the mat, and flip your palms up to face the ceiling. Let's send the knees to tabletop and come up into a chest curl. Nice and easy, we're gonna take a bicep curl. Should feel easy on the arms, bend and extend. Low back is imprinted into the mat and extend. Keep moving, send 1 leg out to straight. 2. Last 1, go ahead and switch. Opposite leg is out to straight. Bicep for 3. 2, 1, keep moving, both legs out to straight, we bicep curl for 3, 2, last 1, bend the knees, let the head rest back for a second, and we'll go round 2, knees go right back to tabletop. I want you to bend your elbows up towards your chest, with your fingertips reaching towards the foot bar behind you. Come up into a chest curl, and then from here, press those fingertips all the way back behind the head like you're reaching for the foot bar. Bend the elbows, come right back in next to your ribs. So we send it back, bend into the ribs. Option to add a leg extension. As you press the arms back, the legs extend long, bend it all back in. Everything reaches. Bend it all back in. Last 4, 3, 2, hold it all long on 1. Give me little scissors of the feet, quick little scissors. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend it in, bend the elbows, and rest the head. Almost done. So we're still holding the short loops. Reach them long by your side. This time the palms can face in towards your midline. Send your knees back out to tabletop again. Come up into a chest curl, letting the arms hover a little bit off of that mat. Find a little bit of roundness in the arms as you pull the arms out, open to the sides, and slowly come back in. Exhale, big fly out, and come back in. Keep that chest curl, abs engaged. Option to add your leg extension as you open, and in. Leg extension, bring it back in. Last 4, 3, 2, last 1. Hold the legs open, the arms open. Give me those same little scissors with the feet. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend it in. Rest your head, rest your arms, and bring your feet down. Maybe they're finding the floor, maybe they find the reformer. Whatever you can find is okay. Roll your way up to seated. And let's hang the straps up onto the pegs. All right, so here at seated, we have 2 options. If you don't have shoulder blocks, stay here seated, feet on the floor and facing your risers. If you do have shoulder blocks, they'll be in your way, so spin to face one side of the reformer so that you can sit with feet on the floor. We'll do a little bit of seated core here before we move on. So feet are flat, arms reach out in front of you, relax your shoulders, inhale. On your exhale, tuck the chin, scoop the belly in, roll it back, half roll down. And then roll forward, reach the arms to the ceiling, straighten the spine. Hands out in front of the body, roll it back. And roll it forward, stretch the arms high. Let's do 2 more like that. Stretching the arms, stretching the spine. Last 1. Roll it up, reach tall. Lower the arms down in front of your body, reaching them out in front of you. This time we're gonna roll it back halfway. Bring one knee to tabletop and pause there. From here, let's pulse the chest forward, forward, forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Clasp your hands together, like you're clapping your hands. Twist towards that tabletop knee, and take those same chest pulses, up and up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to center, separate your hands, roll forward, sit up tall. Let's do the other leg. Roll it down, opposite knee finds tabletop. Little chest pulses, forward, forward, and forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, clap your hands together, twist towards that tabletop knee, and find those same chest pulses. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to center, separate the hands, roll forward, sit up, reach the arms tall, and then set your arms down by your side. Roll out your shoulders. Last thing. Arms go back out in front of you. Inhale. As you exhale, we're gonna bow and arrow. So we roll it down, hold the left elbow towards the rib, and twist. Roll forward, sitting up, and then do the opposite side. Roll down, right elbow towards rib, opposite arm reaches forward, and sit tall. Keep alternating. As one elbow pulls back, I want the opposite fingertips to really reach in the opposite direction. So we create a strong diagonal line. Let's do one more to each side. Left elbow pulls down. Right elbow pulls down. Sit up tall and let your arms come down. Roll out your shoulders. I want to do one chest opener before we move on to our final lower body set for the day. So let's come up either to seated, facing the risers, or come up to kneeling if you're comfortable. If you're kneeling, I want your toes to be off the back edge of the carriage, almost like you're pulling on the back of the carriage with the front side of your toes. Reach in front of you, grab your short loops, whether you're sitting or you're kneeling. Reach them down by your side body, relax your shoulders. We'll be nice and quick and simple here. Exhale, press the palms back, just behind the hips, and then slowly come forward. Each time you press back, the collarbone expands across the front of your chest, but your rib cage does not press forward. So keep the rib cage closed, keep the abs engaged, and keep the tail slightly tucked under the hips. Find a little glute engagement in that way. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, and because we're here, let's hold it back on 1. Sit your hips back halfway to your heels, lean your chest forward. If you're sitting, just lean your chest forward. Press the arms up a little bit higher. Give me tricep bends for 8, 7, 6, keep that collarbone wide, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, awesome, and relax. Sit down, hang your straps up, and we'll move on. All right, last thing, come on off your reformer for a second. If your shoulder blocks are off, you can leave them off. We'll keep that single light blue spring on, we'll keep the foot bar down. I want you to come to standing on your reformer, so let's go left foot onto your platform, right foot up onto the moving carriage, right up near the end. Bring your hands behind your lower back, relax your shoulders, keep your collarbone wide. Bend your knees, lean your chest forward, and let's go for our side skater. Press the right leg out, bend it in. Press it out, bend it in. We got 6, 5, stay low in your standing leg, 3, 2, good, press that right leg to straight on 1, pause. We're gonna come to standing out of the left leg, so we stand all the way up. And then side lunge, bend the left knee, keep the right leg straight, it rides the carriage out. Stand. And side lunge, chest will lean forward. Here for 6, 5, even that right inner thigh gets a little stretch. 4, 3, 2, on 1, sink down into that side lunge, pause, give me little pulses into the left glute. So we go down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and stand. Reach your arms out to a T, palms open. Sink down into that same side lunge and hold. Chest is leaning forward. No more movement on the legs here. I just want you to rotate your chest, reaching your right fingertips down towards your left toes as the left arm opens to the sky. And then untwist back to center. So we twist, right fingers towards left toes, and untwist. Give me 3, 2. On 1, hold the twist and sink down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. Just 3, 2, and 1. Untwist, stand up. Hands come down, and let's do the other side. So if you can take that 180 spin, do it. If you need to come off the reformer and hop back on, you can do that. So we're standing facing the opposite direction. Hands come behind your lower back. Sink down into a squat. Chest leans forward, collarbone wide. Left leg now is going to press out and bend in. Press out and bend in. We're here for 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Pressing out on 1, hold the left leg straight, come to standing out of that right leg, and then side lunge it down. So we stand, and we side lunge. Chest lowers as you lunge. We've got 6. 5. My left foot is flat on the carriage. 4. And 3. Last 2. And on 1, I want you to come into that side lunge. Hold that side lunge. We're going to pulse it down into the right glute. Down an inch, down an inch. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up to standing and reach your arms out to a T. Palms are open. I want to hit that side lunge one more time. So lunge it down. Chest leans forward. We're going to twist the torso here. So twisting left fingertips towards right toes, right arm towards the sky, and then come back to center. Chest is still low. We twist and find center. We're here for 3. 2, try not to move the lower body. And on 1, hold that twist. Pulse it down an inch, down an inch. We got 3, 2, and 1. Find center, stand up. Woo. And step down off of your reformer. Come over to the front side of your reformer with your legs right up against that low foot bar. Feet are about hips distance apart. We're going to bend the knees, take a big circle of the arms up overhead. Inhale, stretch tall, lift your heart to the ceiling. And as you exhale, tuck your chin, start to roll forward and down. Bring your hand to the front edge of the carriage and push it all the way out, finding a modified down dog position. Drop your chest, open your shoulders, really drive your heels into the floor. Inhale. As you exhale, you're going to tuck your chin, roll your spine in or up. Keep your hands down and do it again. Press all the way out, down dog. Push your heels into the floor. Feel this stretch in the back side of your legs. Good, roll the spine in. And this time, let's press it out and hold, pedal out your feet. Coming up to tiptoe on opposite sides. Soft bend in alternating knees. Keep that chest dropping low. Roll the spine in. And this time, let's straighten the spine out, find neutral so your shoulders are kind of right over your wrists, eyes looking down just in front of your fingertips. Back is flat. All I want you to do is push the reformer out in front of you, shoulder saw, and then pull it back in. We'll do 3, 2, press out on 1, pause, and then drop the chest. 1 final down dog. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine in, letting the carriage close. And this time, roll your spine all the way up to standing. Roll your shoulders back a few times. If you have a little bit more time to do a couple more stretches, go ahead and do them, but we are done for today.